Hello, well here we are back at the disaster of air dry clay. Part 2. uh, some things turned out great, like this honkin' bead. This one I made after I shut the camera off. This one came out okay. But then this one cracked. This one cracked. This one cracked. I think a lot of it has to do with I forgot what I knew about clay, that joining ends and things, and I also should have made it a little bit looser to account for the drying process and the shrinking, because the glass isn't going to shrink, so something has to give. So I guess it was the clay in this case. I don't know if I can patch it. I'm going to try to patch it and then report the results, but I'm not going to bore you with that today. Oh yes, and this broke, but I thought it might. The rest of it's kind of cool. I want to see how strong it actually is, because the package touted that it was very strong, so let's see. Not bad. Not bad. And I also, this doesn't look white to me, it's more of a gray. It said it dries white. I mean, that doesn't really matter to me, but just FYI. If you haven't seen part 1, why not? If you watch part 1, you'll go, why did I? But anyway, I've got a bunch of stuff I thought we could throw at these pieces to make them look a little better. I got some polish, acrylic. Oh yeah, and this. Forgot this. This was really tragic. Tragic. Also, I'm going to try to reconstitute, see if I throw it into some water, if it will become pliable again. Let's see. On the mermaid doors, meh. I could maybe, I'm going to try to patch it and see what happens. I don't know. And the other thing is, I was hurrying, even though that video was like a million years long. I was conscious of how long it was taking, and I wasn't taking the care that I probably should have when constructing these things. I made this one too. These cracks, I don't know, kind of interesting. Perhaps I could do something with it, and I don't know, this is going to be a problem. Straightening those to actually use, because I was going to, hang little doodads off the bottom. Anyway, this one's nice. So I'll start with cleaning up the roughness on here. There's not much dust kicking up here. Just using a emery board from Alamo Rent-A-Car. I've got a zillion of these. And there's no dust, but you can throw a mask on. I'm sure you got one of those laying around. Just get the rough off. I'll do these and come back, because really no technique. Just you can use sandpaper or nail file just as well. Use the fine side, or if you get some big chunks, use the rough side then the fine side. So I'll be back. Okay, well, I've sanded just a few pieces, and I moved the ones that are in need of repair. I moved those off to the side. So this one, I mentioned last time I wanted to see what decoupage type of treatment would do, and I didn't want to put like a lot of water to it to potentially make it
soft and have to dry through the paper or whatever, so I thought I'd put nail polish on it and see what that would do. So I'm going to do that first, because in case I have to do 2 coats or something. Woo. So, yeah. Do this in a well-ventilated area, unless you are used to nail fumes, which I am, because it's been a long-standing relationship, me and nail polish. Okay, put that down. Let's see. I'm not really caring about if there are brush strokes or anything, because I'm going to cover it up, but I just want to kind of seal it. And then I'll paint the back, let that dry. Try not to get it all over me. Oh, I got a little fur buddy down here that he wants to go out, but it's like 86 degrees and I made him come in. Would you hear him? He's on the he's made an appearance. Come here. Get up. Come on. There he is. Go in your chair. Go. Sit there. Oh. He's a bruiser. He weighs like 12 pounds and he's solid and he doesn't like to be handled. Okay, so that's drying. Where was I? Okay, I've got some acrylic paint. Oh, and then on this piece that I'm not gonna do anything with, I've got this Jane Davenport watercolor brush that my daughter gave me for Christmas. What a treat. I want to see how watercolor does on these. In case you know, if you have limited supplies or use what you have or whatever. I'm trying a few things so you can, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Covered quite nicely. So watercolors are a thing. I just wouldn't go too crazy with the water part of the watercolor. What is this saying? Low battery. I had it plugged in for days. Hold on. Where's the plug? Okay. Is that working? Yes. Alright. Crisis averted. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's see. That's drying. For this one, I wanted to put just an all-over light color. I've got some kind of this color. And I'm going to do kind of a wash with this dark brown. So I should wipe my brush. I'll finish that and come back. Okay, so this has been coated front and back with the nail polish, and this has been painted with black craft paint. This has been painted with Sharpie. And I haven't done anything with this yet. So this is what some of my jelly prints. I'm thinking I like these colors for the little decoupage deal. So I'll put that aside. And for this, I thought, and it's got texture on front and back, I could try, got some perfect pearls, some eyeshadow, and some Inca Gold.
and embossing powder perhaps for this one. I just want to see what it will do, and then perhaps inspiration will come for this one. Kind of was feeling maybe like a dark metallic graphite-y color maybe, and then some gold. I don't know. I like that one. Feel free to yell. So, what's your vote? So I hope that my bumbling around will inspire someone to just get the stuff out and use it. Have fun. It's only clay and paint and an afternoon. So, where shall I? I think maybe like right here. So, like that. And scissors. I guess I'll just eyeball. Probably not going to do anything with the back, just the front. So this looks completely like an amateur hour. Because just someone is watching me. I get a little freaked out. Okay. Like that. And then I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna use some matte gel. You can use anything. I can't personally hack the smell of Mod Podge, but you could use Mod Podge. I just can't. It just grosses me out. It's gross. Right, so don't look, avert. I'm using my finger. That's how I roll. Like the giant show. Okay. Get my hands off. Okay. That's cool. Well, I guess I do care what the back looks like. Oh. No. Put more on top. Maybe you have a better technique. I'm sure you do. Oh. It's just a mess all the time. A mess all the time. Okay. Got a little water on my finger. I'm just gonna smooth that out a little. I'll worry about the back after the front's dry. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna try to not. Oh, you know, you could shake some glitter on there right about now too. Glitter. I'll refrain because it will be everywhere and I don't have time for that right now. I know it will be a situation. Okay, put the lid on that. Okay, what's next? Let's see. Yeah, let's try some of this. And you know you don't need to have the Perfect Pearls medium. You can just use no, is that it? Yeah, any embossing pad you can use. Let's see if this is actually, oh yes. See how it's shiny? That means I actually have some on this pad. Yay! I normally use it on metal, and I haven't been doing anything like that in years because, okay, here. What else is new? Kind of been in a funk and trying to get out of it. It's taken longer than I thought. Okay, let's see. I need, oh, what do I need? Something I wasn't prepared. Maybe like a, do we have any of those handy? No, let me just get a piece of paper. Papers. Oh, this will work. Okay. I need to put it on a card. It's cat hair virtually everywhere. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to shake this. No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to... This needs a brush. What was I saying about amateur hour? Yep. I'm not going to get bent out of shape about it. It's not like the world's watching or anything. Ooh, that's pretty. Pretty. That is really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna let that like that. What color is this, in case anybody wants to know? Turquoise. Turquoise, how appropriate. Turquoise Lounge. I didn't even look. Okay. That's pretty. Let's try some eyeshadow. I don't know what color's in here. Dollar Tree stuff. No, wait, what is it? I don't know what. Yes, this is Dollar Tree. Let's try that purple. I'm using it without the embossing medium and see if it does. No, it's good to have something to stick to. Okay. Let's try that. Kind of pretty. Subtle. I guess, you know, you kind of want your purple eyeshadow to be subtle. Unless you're Mimi. Okay, those are kind of... What about this green? Doesn't really read green, but also subtle. That's kind of pretty. Okay. Shall we do on the back? Well, I think I'll do something in these little divots, and then what have I got? got some, I've got a cat behind me, so I'm trying to work without getting him riled up. Let's see. Got some little light body metallic acrylic. Let's see what that looks like. I'm not sure I have it mixed up enough, but that's what it's going to be. I think I'm supposed to heat set the other side. Okay, well, I'll just paint this and then I'll do the heat gun. The cat's gonna go flying. I might just take the heat gun in the other part of the basement just because I'm that kind of cat mom. And he's a stray, so he has traumas I do not know, so I try not to upset him if I can help it. Because he's a good boy. Okay. That's looking kind of cool. So I'll go heat set that and come right back. Okay, well that's been heat set, so it doesn't, well, not transferring on my hand. So I think I'll probably put some, I'm going to maybe put resin on this. Just brush them on, see what happens. Nice sunny day outside. And the back, I wanted to do some gold around here. My Inca gold is dried up, sadly. I've sprayed some water in there. And I'm hoping I can get enough out to see how to, let's see what happens. Oh, that's going to work okay. But, as an aside, use your stuff. I don't use it because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get any more, and if I run out, you know, I don't know. It's a weird mindset. That it's a lack mindset, I guess. I have a lack mindset, and I'm trying to get out of it, but that's years of conditioning. Okay, I'm going to try to do the sides, I think. And after this dries, I can buff it a little bit, so it'll be really shiny. Oops, it'll be really shiny. Like if I had used it, it would be fresh. I'd have used it. If I don't use it, it's gonna expire, dry up, whatever, and the end result is the same. I don't have it anymore, so why can't I rationalize that in the beginning? I don't know. Work in progress. I am a work in progress. Okay. That's kind of cool. Maybe a little more is more. Maybe it looks kind of like raku, eh? Okay, gonna let that dry. I did this one. I'm not sure. It looks, you know, like I dug it up out of the ground. I'm not really digging it. So, what's this other one? Let me put a cap on this so let's see what there is. And then, what's this color? This is gold brown, brown gold. Again, same story, dried up. But I sprayed it, so I'm going to see what that looks like on here. That's pretty. Let's do that. This is, I don't normally do projects like this. I normally make jewelry and stained glass, and I paint. Do mixed media paint, watercolor, and so it's a little bit of a curve. I like to do it. Okay, let that dry. And then on this last, well, it's not the last one, but this one, I thought I'd take those rubber stamps that didn't work as texture from the last video, this one, take some embossing ink. They stamp them on this one. And put that on like that. Okay. Let's see. Alright. This is mixed media powder that my daughter gave me, and it's Ranger, I believe. Yes, Ranger. And it's basically, it's embossing powder with some grunge. Now how does this, oh, unscrew it, the usual. Okay. So I've got it on a card and sprinkling liberally. Do I like that? I'm sorry that I'm not going to emboss in front of your very eyes, because then it's very satisfying to watch, but that cat. Okay, so I'll go emboss that and I'll be back. Okay, success. Dumping the unused powder back into the container. And FYI, it got hot. The clay got hot. And I think you need to probably be careful about, it might crack, but it didn't. So I got this old piece of cork net float, and it was just near where I was embossing on top of my kiln, and I carried it back with that, so it's still hot. But it looks kind of cool. Kind of lacy. It's, so now what? What shall we do? I think I'll just put it over here to cool and work on this. So I picked out this dried up Inca Gold. And the thing with Inca Gold, if you've never worked with it, it is water-based, so as you saw, I painted. I'm going to paint with it. I didn't paint with it. I'm going to paint with it. This is, how big? Yeah, it's on the bottom, I can't see. What is it? Graphite. I'd like it ideally maybe a little bit darker. I think they had one that's called hematite, maybe? I don't know that one. Kind of went on a, like a gold bender. It's really cool stuff. Is it? First of all, it's metallic and I'm a crow, and secondly, it's water-based. Cleanup's great, no fumes. But to me, I don't smell it. Some people might. I don't know. I'm not going to say 100% no fumes, but nothing obvious to me. And you can use it this way, or you can just use it as like a gilding paste almost. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully it's not too wet. Dries very quickly. Try not to get it on the glass. So far so good, she says, and then week. Yeah, I've had like Boku coffee today too. Hey, I'm way over here, I'm sorry. Appreciate if you've made it this far into the video. As I've said, I'm not a profesh, obviously, and I'm just making stuff and filming it, and if people watch it, fine. If they don't, fine. I'm just gonna keep making videos, so just how it's gonna be. I think, I don't know, I could preach, but just to me, the organic origins of YouTube were so great. People just being people, and then somehow money got involved, and everybody's gonna follow me on Patreon and pay me so much a month, and then whatever. I don't know. Do what you want, I guess, but I just think there should be some people that aren't doing it for a job. Whatever. You do you. That's why I'm just gonna be making videos, because that's all I'm doing. Okay, looking pretty good. So far, I'm really liking how many different materials or treatments I've been able to do on this clay. And this is just, as I said in the previous video, if you watched it, this is just kind of a jumping off point, just to see what it's like, and it's kind of fun. It's more than kind of fun. Okay, so what do you think? And then I'm going to hit it with some gold to go with the wire. Okay, let's see what's next. Hold on. Okay, I thought let's try a gel pen on the back of this one. Let's see. Yep, gel pen on top of Sharpie. at that. It's cool. Okay. And I have Posca pen. Let's see. Yep. So basically whatever you have. I just wouldn't go in too hard with anything with a lot of water. Okay, let that dry. And I've got some ink. It's in the purple. Look at that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. This one we're still, it still needs to dry, and then I got to do something with the back. Okay, this is dry, so let's give her a buff, see what happens. I love this t-shirt. It's just an orange t-shirt for everywhere. That's kind of nice. I don't hate it. So I'll put resin on this, I believe. I mean, if I didn't put it outside, I wouldn't have to do anything, but I think, I don't know, I'm like obsessed with resin. Okay. This one should be dry. Let's, like, I touch it with these fingers thinking, oh, I'll see if it's going to come on, if it's dry. Right. Look at that. How would I know? Can I see the difference in shine? It's subtle, but yet there. This clay is strong, I will say that. Really. It feels like I'd fight it. Get yourself some. Have fun. Just make stuff. It's just clay. And I really didn't know what I was doing when I started, and now I'm thinking about all kinds of cool things I could do. I was watching, see now, what's that coming off? It must be the eyeshadow. Okay, so I guess I wouldn't recommend eyeshadow as the treatment, then buff it. I think it's okay if you're not going to buff it. Again, I'm going to put that back on. Where was I? What did I say? I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, man. I scared myself. No idea. Alright, let it go. Oh, I know. I was watching I don't know if you've ever heard of Curious Mondo. They're out of Utah, and they have online classes, and I was watching briefly they have live demos, and then you can buy the class. And I was watching the live demo for a few minutes, and this lady was using microwave kiln, which you can melt small pieces of glass in for jewelry or whatever. She was making small clay pieces out of, obviously, fire clay, not this air dry clay. And she had a like a little texture roller. It's probably a little bit bigger than this. Maybe like, I don't know, probably like that. And I had a design etched into the clay, and then I guess she had fired it so it was hard, and then she used it to texturize wet clay. So that I'm like, oh, that would be cool. I could make that with this air dry clay. I could make some like texture rollers, and as long as I sealed it well, so that it didn't get, you know, I think that would work. Okay, we're back to our previous loveliness, despite my efforts to the contrary. Okay, there's that. That's getting resin. That's getting resin. This is, I don't know, nowhere at the moment. This needs something, and this needs something. Okay. Let's see. This needs gold. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to, you know, I think I better wipe my hands off. That's tedious. Okay, let's get some of this. Alright. What do we think of that? It's a little, let's see. That's a big chunk. So what do you think? Think you'll give it a go? That's really good. And then I'll need to clean the glass. I think I'll wait till no, I should clean it, and then in case I get resin on it. Very real. Why am I keep going over here? Oh, sorry. Okay, this needs more water. I'm sorry, my filming skills are subpar, but that's what it is. I like that. That's kind of cool. I want a little bit more in there, and I don't dare with my big gummy fingers, so let's get a Q-tip thing. Oh, better yet, because that might leave fuzz. I've got some little eyeshadow things. Okay. You can get in there. Yeah, that works good. Thank you, Larry, for the camera. Thank you, Tina. Okay. Alright, let's see what else here. I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, where's my thing? It's a train wreck here. It just is. Okay. Some purple ink. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, this is hideous. It's gonna be hideous. Good news is the Posca was dry. Not that I checked before I touched it, but just going in. Going in. Alright. So ink's cool. Now, I wonder how, well, it's pretty transparent, so let's do that. Wasn't really married to the gel pen idea, but thought we could try it in case your design might render itself to that. Right now what it's dry on the front, I guess, so it's yay. Okay, so what have we used? Ink, Posca, gel pen, embossing, Inca Gold, eyeshadow, perfect pearls, acrylic paint, nail polish, decoupage, which still isn't dry. I'm going to take this over to the heat gun area and dry it and put a piece on the back, so I'll be back. Then we'll go Resin City. Okay, so we're at the resin stage. Excuse me. I did dry this, but it's really surface dry, and I want to give it a day, I think, to dry. Plus, I think I want to do something on the top, something else, because this is a little lackluster for me. So I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, so I'm going to be using this UV resin. You can get it anywhere on the internet, interwebs. I'm going to dump some into a little Dollar Tree shot glass, I think. Don't tell me. Ooh, she's thick. Okay. It's alright. Okay. That should do it for now. It's pretty fumey, so, but you can't work outside because it'll lock up immediately. So got soft brushes. I keep them in foil when not in use, so they stay away from the UV. When they get a little hard, then I just take some alcohol, which I'll need to do, and hold on. Okay, here we go. So this is just a makeup brush from, again, the dollar store, wherever. Okay, so I'm just taking them on. I'm going to work on the back first. And I jazzed this up a little because I just didn't like it. It's not that great now, but I think this resin seems a little stiff. But I'm just going to use it, so. Okay. working on just a little, well, it's actually a lid to a watercolor pencil set, and I've put some parchment paper on it so the resin items will not stick to that. So I've got a little UV light, and I'm just going to cure them for a little bit, and then I'm going to take them outside and let them, well, I'll cure the back. I don't really, I just want to coat on that. I want the front to look really nice, so I'm going to do the back and set it, and then when I do the front, then I'll take them outside. I cleaned the little glass stone with some alcohol and with a Q-tip, but of course, like, I spilled the alcohol everywhere. Surprise. Okay, this one I need to be careful of not gluing this to the skewer. You could use a two-part resin, which, alright, so I have this, I gotta put this brush away so I don't UV that. Okay, cover that up. I've got this little light. It's actually to kill germs, but it's UV, so a little timer. You get the gist. I'll do that and come back. Okay, so recapping. In the first video, I showed you the package of clay. Let me show you. It's this air dry clay with the same name as yogurt. That's what I was working with and trying all kinds of things. So, I have not given up on the idea of putting an image in with resin. In this type of thing. I haven't given up on that. I just think I need to rethink it, and, you know, cat hair. What is with this cat? Anyway, so what do we think? Takes all kinds of surface treatment, which I like. It's outside right now, curing the resin. I think it might take a little longer than I think, because that resin seems a bit stale, so I hope it doesn't stay sticky. That would be a drag. I went through all that. So, some of these I'm going to try to repair so I can report back, but that will be another video. What else? I'm going to try to reconstitute some of it. I got a thing, put some in a jar, put water in it. So let's see what else. Not real sold on this idea yet. I might try it with, use deli paper. So that's a little thicker than tissue. I might try it again, another type with tissue paper, and I also might use some liquid matte medium or something like that, because I think this gel medium, not gel, it's like the paste that kids used to eat in school. So it might be a little thick for this application. So I'm going to try that again. And what else? I've got a couple other air dry clays to try / compare. And I like this one. I mean, it's just the first one I've tried. Although I have tried paper clay. I don't know. Paper clay is weird. It always feels a little spongy and not real clay-like at the end. And I'm trying something else with that. I read a book. Who was it? Sherry Hobb. It was a resin book. Was it resin? I don't know. Anyway, she molded like a shell or button, I can't remember, in the paper clay, and then apparently you can fire it in the kiln with glass in it. So I have made a mold, and I do want to try that. I've had the mold for a while and just haven't tried it. So that might be interesting. It's just going to be a free-for-all as to what I come up with next. Okay, so it's the next day. When I came up from the basement, the sun had been replaced by rain. So nothing happened. So when I got home from work, it was quite bright and sunny today. I put these outside and they seem to be, they're not sticky. Came out great. Look at that. I think I'd wear this. Woo! There's a little sharp place from where it was laying down this way. Just take a nail file to that. That's pretty. But definitely that, I think the resin's a bit old, so it took a little longer. Oh, we got a cat. Let's see the cat. He loves me, wants to be involved in absolutely everything. There he is again. Yeah, nice boy. There he is. Well, anyway, I'll let it go now. And, yeah, the other thing I didn't mention about the clay is it took quite a few days to dry. So you have to factor that in. Any project that you might have. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next video, which I have no idea what that will be. So get some clay, have fun. Bye. Jaxie says bye. There he is. Jaxie! Yes, he's just walked over it.